beer.
Podcast. That could happen. In the white pants. What's up? What's up?
Good morning. Well, it's afternoon.
Good morning. Good morning. I gotta fix this mic stand. All right. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, some date in
a bunker in a hill somewhere.
in August. Happy to be here. We got our good bro came all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, Colin Dean. We're gonna add the claps there. Woo, everybody.
It's like snaps.
Snaps. Golf claps. Colin
This
Dean.
is Colin's first podcast, dude.
First time.
First time podcast?
It is.
Yeah. You know what I hate? I'm going to go ahead and say I hate when people say when you haven't done something for the first time, other than sex, when they say, oh, you're a such and such virgin. Or we're going to pop your cherry. You know how you have people that say that shit? Who are like...
That's dirty, man.
No,
They're trying to be funny.
They're trying to be funny, and like there's people that are like...
And you're just a hater.
Maybe I'm just a hater, but it's just kind of gross and awkward when people are like, "Oh, we get to pop." It would be like people would say, "We get to pop your podcast cherry," and it's so cringy. I've had that happen. That has not happened to y'all. Maybe
No,
it's
I
a
mean you're
younger
making me
thing.
cringy just talking about it right now.
That's exactly
I'm
what
cringing so hard.
That's exactly what I mean. Anyway,
My eye is going.
he's going into a cringe attack, full blown cringe attack. Anyway, so let's. It's been quite a little pause since we've done our last podcast. Since then, we have lost Gavin.
Yeah, we can't find him still.
We still can't find. This is day 19 without Gavin.
Gone.
Usually we get calls from his fraternity brothers. No, I'm kidding. He's not a fraternity, even though he looks like he is.
He just went to inside a quick trip bathroom and never came back.
That's where we were. We were in a quick trip bathroom in Dothan, Alabama, and that was the last we've seen
cool.
him. So, Dothan. I'm not saying
guys-
anything bad about Dothan. Dothan's an awesome town.
I know, but I don't think you would get kidnapped in a QT at Dothan.
You
A
can
nice
get
place.
kidnapped in any QT. Let's just say that. So we've been kind of busy. We've been playing a lot of gigs around town and around, the southeast, southwest. Is that a thing, southwest?
Yeah, I mean we're not anywhere near the southwest.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Maybe Southwest Georgia.
The southwest of the southeast? Like
Yes.
Alabama?
Thank you.
Yeah.
The southwest of the southeast. Yeah. There you go. We played a Yard Party for Art. That was an awesome museum.
cool.
That was really cool.
Got to take a tour of it too.
Got to take a tour.
fun.
That was awesome. If you're down in Dothan, Alabama, go to the Wiregrass Museum. Awesome place. Where were we before that? We were in UNC.
That was last week.
That was last week. We were in UNC. We were playing at I would say it was a fraternity party. It was during Rush, so there was a lot of young kids. Normally we play college parties and it's just like crazy, a lot of drinking, a lot of crazy going on. But this one was very reserved. It was very unlike the fraternity parties that we normally do, and which is not a bad thing. It was still a great event.
We just played early.
It was weird. I'm just saying it was strange. It was like weird. We normally get the email from the people and they're like, all right, you're going to go on at midnight, get done at 2. We're like, all right. So we get prepared. But this one was easy. They were like 8 o'clock. Or I think it was earlier than that. So that was awesome. Shout out to, I'm terrible with fraternity names. Where were we at? You would know.
That was Sigma Nu.
Sigma Nu. Shout out to them. Shout out to Carson, Carson went around and showed us the town. We got to try out the Blue Cups at the famous bar. He's not here. There was an amazing band there. So yeah, shout out to Carson. But yeah, Lane's got his little phone over here. He's gonna name.
I'm not ready. So
I knew he wasn't gonna be ready. Today we are drinking Maxwell Colombian. Colombian.
Don't mention the name. They're not sponsoring us.
That's right. Screw Maxwell.
Do you have to bleep out the things you say? Like the brand names?
No, I mean, that was a joke. I mean, we could, but it doesn't. I don't think. Maxwell House would just like
Because
you.
if you're just like, this podcast is brought to you by Colombian, they're going to think of something different.
That would be very confusing. So anybody out there, they're like, George Flood, I knew it.
We can just bleep out every other word and it just confuse everybody.
Yeah. By the way, welcome to Lowest Key episode 3, dude. This
Lowest
is
Key.
the third one
We're going to make a hat eventually.
We are going to make a hat that says Lowest Key. And it's funny because when we say Lowest Key, Colin, we have the aftermarket Lowest Key on our keyboard go blank.
Okay, here you go. You want to say the shows?
All right, so the upcoming shows, let's get this out of the way. We are going to be playing, we're doing a house show this week, but the Georgia Theater Rooftop on August 28th. What's awesome about that show is that Houndmouth will be playing down in the theater before us.
We're the after show.
We're the after show. And what's crazy is Colin's playing a gig, and you can mention who you're playing with.
You can. So Houndmouth will be inside a Colin sandwich because the early show on the rooftop is going to be with my friend Matt Pendrick and Slow Parade. Fantastic. And then Houndmouth is going to open for the Georgia Flood, they'll be downstairs in the big room.
We have the best show of the night.
Yeah, and we'll be on the upper level.
Yeah,
up
Colin
there
has a
above.
double doozy. He's doing both rooftop concerts. That's crazy. You should demand to get your face put on the wall there, but they
He's gonna
probably
get
won't.
4 free beers.
Yeah. Ooh, true. They give you
I'm
two
gonna get double
beers.
free beers. That's gonna be great.
Funny story. I get
2 extra breads with
2
my
meals.
Yeah.
2 meals.
Oh,
and 2
I would
free
say
beers.
that. Funny thing, because when the first time we did the theater rooftop, they said, usually they give you like cheap beer or whatever, but they were like, anything you want on this bar, you get it.
No,
So,
it's like local craft beer. And
well,
stuff.
no. I'm saying, but most places are like that. But this place, they were like,
okay.
yeah, you can have anything you want. And I remember I'm a bourbon guy, kind of, but I got this Woodford Reserve. It was the 10-year age oak, version. And I was like, oh, give me that. And so she poured it for me. I just wanted like a double. Anyway, so she poured it, and like the bottle was almost out. And she was like, oh, I'll just pour the rest of it in. And so I had like this little plastic cup, like that much of bourbon in it. And I knew I was not going to finish it. And I felt like an asshole. I dumped it out. I should have given it to somebody.
Dude.
I knew Colin would roast me for this. But that
Anybody would roast you for
I
that.
know. I felt bad. Anyway, moving right along. Tuesday. Oh, that's the Georgia Theater. I just said that one. Sunday in Mills River, North Carolina. Going back to North Carolina, we're going to be at the Sierra Nevada Tap Room. That is, I cannot barely read this. That is Sunday, September 2nd, a day before this guy's birthday. So he might be throwing it down. We don't know. Come out
I'm
and
not
see.
driving.
I'm not driving. I actually got vacation the next day, so I'm going to miss you guys.
Wait, so this is the Sierra Nevada that makes the beer?
This is
Like-
one of the Sierra Nevada, the
There's
original
two,
one.
There's 2 breweries.
Yeah, and we've done this place. They're super awesome. They give you a nice meal.
Super
and they,
nice.
They give you like a couple of growlers at the end of it. It's super awesome.
They don't give you growlers, and that's a lot. You know what a growler is?
Yeah, it's like the big ass thing.
They don't give it.
They gave us like these big ass cans. Anyway,
tall boys.
it was like a Foster's. That's what it was like. Anyway, but shout out to Sierra Nevada. I don't care, Lane. You can believe him. I don't think you should.
No.
Sierra Nevada is awesome. I gotta say, I was telling this guys before even I brought him up. That I was telling Colin that's probably my favorite beer. Is Sierra
they-
Nevada.
Yeah, this is true. But
They
Sierra
text me
Nevada,
when they
you
sponsored
listen.
the podcast.
Sierra Nevada is. We'll post this on YouTube eventually, probably like 6 years. So maybe Sierra Nevada will probably own all the beer, hopefully by then. Thursday, September 9/13, we're gonna be playing at Amici's in Milledgeville, which is a cool spot. It's got probably the best pizza in Milledgeville. I will say that. Thursday, September 20th, we were playing at the Open Chord in Knoxville, Tennessee. Awesome place. Saturday, 9/22, Bear Creek Marina. We're going back, Colin. We're going back
so
to Bear
excited.
Creek. That's Bear Creek is in Jackson, Georgia, which is always, you know,
it's worth the drive.
it's worth the drive. And what's crazy about it is like I read all these old stories about these blues guys and these these old country places they're just playing, and that is literally the way I felt. It's just everybody getting together. They've come up on their pontoons and everyone's just like, let's drink, let's party, let's have a good time. And that was the last gig. So hopefully it'll be like that.
Well, I mean that's enough gigs. You're talking about to be like.
Yeah, there's like a whole tour on there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, just check all of our tour dates online. I'm a rambler. I'm a rambling man. What's that? Who is that? Bob Seger? That's the one I like. Rambling man, and it had Glenn Fry.
Oh, there's so many rambling. There's
It had Glenn.
there's a Waylon song too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang. I don't know enough rambling mans. But anyway, so just check out our tour dates. We're gonna be playing at going up north, going up to New York, playing a gig with Wild Adriatics Festival,
Yep.
which should be fun. Always good to see those guys. But yeah, man. We've been mainly just when we get off of the road, we have a little studio around here, and we just kind of like to plink around with some stuff. But
pots and pans.
But we were going to talk about some things on the podcast today. We were going to talk about how we've noticed that fraternities are starting to come around to the indie music scene at least. We were talking to somebody about how they were hiring a rapper. We're not going to say which rapper, but they were hiring a rapper, and they showed up. They spent like so much money on this rapper. And this is not the first story I've heard about rappers. Not saying any bad thing about rappers, but and they said that the guy came and he played for like 40 minutes instead of his hour and a half, and they were just like, "What the hell?" And and then he left.
To the guys credit, it was raining.
It was raining, but still.
So I mean, I guess
how many times have you played in the rain?
We've gotten rained
Like,
on,
yeah,
and then
like,
had to unload and
actually-
then load back.
in the rain.
In the rain, dude. Ugh.
There's just somebody on the side of the stage just like, nah, you guys keep playing. We're like, are we gonna die? They're like,
Don't matter, dude. We get to keep our money if you die.
Festivals are supposed to have like grounds and stuff that won't shock you, but I don't. Most of them I think don't.
Because you
And-
see like Cage the Elephant like playing at some festival, and it was like pouring down rain. They were still
Yeah, the the huge festivals, they have like backup protections and like
Yeah.
surge. I don't know what you call them, but like
And I bet they would be pissed if you didn't play, because they're spinning.
now if there was a tornado, I'm sure they'd be fine.
No, they'd be like, keep it going.
It's like it's a
they're just like,
circle pit. in the
listen,
tornado.
we'll get Georgia Flood to come play
Georgia
this gig.
Flood
And
will
you guys
do
are
it.
scared.
Yeah, Georgia
Um,
Flood will spend all their money
but-
on a train ticket.
But I think where
Train
the
ticket.
fraternity thing was going was that
Yeah, thanks.
I feel like there was a time where like the college scene was really like the bedrock of music. I feel like probably from the like late 80s, 90s, and a little bit farther. And then for a
Athens.
while, yeah, and where you talk about Athens was such a great music town, and there's still great musicians there, but it doesn't have the same thing where it's like the center of the world as far as music goes.
It's because R.E.M.
And-
left.
Yeah, right.
No,
Ooh, but and then for a while, fraternity parties, because I played a bunch of these things, over the past, I don't know, like 10 years. And for a while, it was just like only covers, no original music. And lately, we've been playing these parties. And by the way, they're always fun and they're always good. But lately, we've been doing them, and they're like, no, we actually want to hear your music. Like that's our thing is we book original bands.
And we can't believe it.
Yeah, and it's just such a surprise because there are, it's just great to see that the college kids are actually supporting
shit,
music
yeah.
instead of just shitty DJs,
Yeah, and that's a great point, Colin. And
No offense if anybody's a DJ.
I
well,
said shitty. I mean, if you're a DJ and you're good,
that's different.
dude, you're good.
That's why a big major shout out to Carson again. He saw us on Balcony TV, and he was like, and he just cold called our managers, and we got that gig, and that was awesome. We played at ATO in Athens, Georgia, and honestly, Athens was a place for a long time we played there. There was no support, nobody that came to our shows and all this, and all of a sudden we went pretty recently at this frat party, and what blew my mind, like they had a party. It was Mo Loud and the Humble, us. Oh, I should have said us, then Mo Loud and the Humble, and then Mo Loud and the Humble, and then Stoplight Observations, and I was like, this is a good show. This is an act, and there was
There's a stage, there's
there was
sound guys.
stage, sound guys. It was packed out. There was so many people, and it kind of gave me like, wow. And people wanted to hang out with us afterwards, and it was funny because we got there, and it was the same kind of deal. They were like, because we were like, a lot of the times we get to a gig, so we're kind of like, well, what do you want us to play, and covers, what do you want, and because that, and they were like, no, they're like, we want to hear Take a Hit, we want to hear all these songs. We're like, holy hell, so that was awesome, and so hopefully we get to see those guys when we come back to Georgia Theater. That would be fun. But yeah, I do notice that, and mainly up in the Carolinas, which I'm not saying it doesn't happen anywhere
No,
else.
I mean
but,
Athens is great.
Athens is a cool town, but I just noticed that the Carolinas, like Charlotte, I've actually had some people.
There is a different vibe at like the places up there.
Charlotte almost doesn't feel like it's from the South in a good way, doesn't it? It just feels like a northern town. To
I
me.
think that Charlotte would say that it doesn't feel like it's from the South so much too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like Charlotte, man. That was the first time we played the Evening Muse with Dylan Gardner. That was awesome. He's a great artist you should check out. Funny guys in the band, too. They're great musicians. But,
It's fun. This is a fun time.
Yeah, we got there. I've been noticing since Colin's been in the band, we've been playing a lot of arcades. Like, we go to a lot of arcades, which is not a bad thing. But if you're listening to arcades, you need to drag the price down a little bit. There's no reason you should spend...
Well, $1 for a game. Is
$1 for
is
an
a little
80s
much.
game, dude, is
Yeah.
a little
A little
ridiculous.
much.
I don't know.
But like, there's the other one though that like, the stuff wasn't work. It was cheap, but none of them worked.
No, it was expensive and nothing worked at that one place. But
No.
but it's when you have like 6 hours you have to like kill. You kind of have to go in there because it's like either that or you sit at a bar and you just drink, and that's not it. That's not.
And then you
that's
can't make the
still kinda fun, actually.
And you lose Gavin.
Yeah, then that's how you lose
Yeah.
Gavin. So
Also, if you guys see Gavin,
let us
call
know.
us.
Let us
You
know
know?
because
It's like we'll put a number down here.
we should
The
do one
Gavin
of those.
hotline.
We should do one of those little pictures that it's like what he looked like when you lost him and what you think he looks like now. Except it's just like 2 weeks later. I don't even know. He's gonna have dreadlocks for sure.
He's gonna have like a
Dreadlocks.
long beard.
he's gonna
beard.
like Zach Galifianakis just have like
Yeah.
a beard just like this. I don't know. But yeah, so if you see Gavin, let us know. Hopefully he makes the gig this week. I'm sure he will though. He'll turn up. Gavin always usually turns up. But
He'll be right after load in.
yeah. Oh, Gavin will probably not even watch this, but it's funny because we have a thing, and we'll say this because this is one reason why we like Patreon. We like being like opening ourselves up to you guys. Not too much though, and but it's funny.
A reserved openness.
Reserve opening. But here on Lowest Key, if we can just be lowest key about it, we like to make fun of Gavin because Gavin always gets out of loading.
And you do too.
Me? It's funny.
He's like, guys, my spleen hurts. I can't.
Hey, I have
Even
proof.
lower key.
That is lowest key. that one you can't even like get lower. Than
I'm
that.
kidding, but like back in the day, like even when we were kids, we used to go ride dirt bikes, and every time we had to unload the dirt bikes off the trailer, he'd be like, "I gotta go to the bathroom," and he'd insistently stay in the bathroom for 30 to 45 minutes after me and my dad have unloaded the trailer.
That's
Every
true,
time.
Brett.
Every time.
It's because maybe every time we went to Taco Bell. Maybe that. is
Chili
the
cheese
reason.
burritos.
Nah. Ugh. But yeah, Gavin. It's funny because
We're just giving him a hard time.
we are giving him a hard time. But remember,
like-
that one time we were playing.
By the way, we miss you, Gavin.
We miss you, Gavin. Remember that one time we were playing and Gavin was like, he had like a crowd of folks with him and all that, and we were loading up, and Gavin goes, "So I'm gonna bounce, guys," and like we're still loading up, and we were just like, "Okay, dude." But no, we love Gavin. We're just picking on him. But in other news, there's been some new music coming out, guys. I've actually been listening to
Other people's music.
other people's
It
music.
made it sound like we were talking about
Sorry.
our new music.
I was gonna say new music that we've been listening to, at
There
least
you
that
go.
I've been listening to, is the new Houndmouth record. Speaking of, and I'm just not saying that since we're playing with them. I guess are we technically playing with them? Can I say
We're
that?
in the
I'm gonna
same
say yes.
building.
I think I have. If you've done these before, usually you can get into the show downstairs. So I feel like if you can,
name will be on
if
the
you
marquee,
can
too.
get into the show without leaving the building, I think you're playing with that person.
That's true.
So yeah,
I remember last time we played the rooftop party, Lil Xan and Ugly God was playing in the big room, and we got to see that show, even though I didn't stay for that one. It was just, I don't know, it was just, at least they had, and honestly, these guys know I kind of like rap, so I feel like I'm bashing on rap today. But I like it when at least rappers have real drummers.
Yeah, it does make a difference.
It does make a difference. Then this guy's floor tom like kept sliding back, and like every song it was like from the bass and the vibration, it would just slide back.
Nah.
We had to get up at the end of the song and bring it back. It was so funny. But I think I was probably the only person in the audience that noticed that.
Probably so.
But anyway, so Houndmouth has the new record's called Golden Age. You should check that out. It'll be we'll definitely let you know all these bands in the comments down.
They're getting a lot of hate, aren't they?
They're getting a lot of hate. Unreasonable hate.
Well,
That's a
used to-
band
they-
name right there.
what would you
Unreasonable hate.
Well, they used to be like, it was kind of like more of
Folky,
a folky, yeah.
Americani.
And now they're kind of doing like a little, like more 70s folk, I guess, with keyboards.
They went out full 80s synth pop, dude.
I don't think so.
Kind of.
I think they did, but the songs are still
Good.
kind of like I still hear like
they're
that's the thing.
still
Why I
kinda
don't understand
folky.
why people are so like it's so
still
surprising to
there,
people
yeah.
because if you liked the first like aesthetic of it, it's just that with different layers on
Yeah.
top. Like I feel like a lot of the feel of it.
Like they didn't go
Still
to Fits
works.
in the Tantrum style synth pop.
Man, I like when bands change, though.
No, I mean I do too, but I'm saying
The
I
industry
think
hates it.
Well, I know it's
The industry hates it when they want you to have the same kind of record or same kind of song on the whole record.
that's what they've been telling us a lot, that all our songs sound different and that's a bad thing. Which
And I'm
is
like, I don't think
I
that's
don't
a
think
bad
yeah, I don't
thing.
think that is a bad thing. I think that the old way that record labels did business is kind of going out. Well, I mean,
Newsflash.
obviously, but I'm saying like that, like eventually people are
You
gonna
don't want to listen to this kid. he knows.
I can see in the future. But I'm saying like that actual people that listen to music will like different sounds.
Maybe. Who knows? Colin, what you been listening to, man?
I think this one came out last week. It's Cordova's new album. It's called Santa Fe Channel, and
Nashville, right?
I think they're kind of from all over. Maybe they say that. It's one of those things. They're from all over the place, and they're also on the road all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe they're based in Nashville, but they're a band that I remember hearing about from some friends, and just like hearing it. It was like late night in their kitchen. They were like they put on this band, and I was like, who's this band? This is amazing. And they're like, oh, this is Cordova's. Then a couple weeks later, I got a call from Dustin, the manager. This is when I played with Radio Birds. And he was like, you guys are playing with this band, the Cordovas. I just saw them in Nashville, and they're awesome. I want you to learn from them because they're better than you.
Ooh.
And I was like, cool, man. And so we played with them, and they're amazing. They're a fantastic live band. It's... Oh, that's not. Yeah, we're talking about the record. Anyways, yeah, and the focus of this record, and it's really ballsy of them to do, but it's the vocals are in front of everything, and there's 3 to 5 part harmony on like every song, on most of the parts of the song, and with very little reverb on the vocals. It's just like actually singing songs with real harmony parts and really sending it, and I think it's fantastic.
Yeah,
and the songs are great too. They have their own aesthetic. If you like. If you like Grateful Dead,
early, not early, but like I would say Working Man's Dead.
I think you could get with any era of Dead and still, yeah.
Yeah.
And they've got a lot of other influences too, but that's the one that I feel like they nail that a lot of people can't do, and do it with really fantastic singing on top of it. So that's what I've been jamming out to a lot.
Damn,
it's good.
He made my description sound like nothing. That was a great description of the Cordovas. He showed us in the van while we were on the road. And man, that's true. It's
got a really cool.
It does. It sounds like when you listen to it, it's not. It doesn't sound like anything that's coming out today, but it harkens on the old.
I think the drums
style.
could be a little louder.
Drums could be that lane,
but
all over that.
But I mean, it's still the.
Hey, you gotta be honest here on Lotus Key.
Vocals sound amazing.
But yeah, they were an extremely incredible band. So hopefully, I get to catch those guys live when they come to Atlanta. Lane, who you been listening to, man? Lane don't listen to a lot of music. He mainly
we listen to it all the time.
He mainly listens to podcasts.
No, I listen to recording and all that stuff. But I mean, there's a guy, and this is a guy that records himself while he writes songs, and it's called Red Means Record. He's on YouTube, and it's mostly like
what was that? Red means what?
Red means record.
Red beans.
Red beans. But anyway, so he has this like synthesizer that's I think it's a Korg or something. Anyway, but it's a little rectangle. And it's got like one octave of keyboard on it, and you can do drums, you can do bass, you can do everything, and you record it on the device, and you can adjust all the sounds while it's recording. And he does a whole thing where he has like some funny like words on it, and like funny like.
Then he releases the track at the end of the
Then
video.
he'll release the track at the end.
That's pretty smart.
It's really cool. It's a really cool way to do it.
More EDM though, right?
It is more EDM, but the ideas that he do is kind of cool.
Well, that's cool. I can't think of any. I know White Denim is going to be coming out with a record tomorrow, and I cannot wait to see that. That is a band who has changed their sound through, and it's a great. Because I remember when they came out with Corsicana Lemonade, and I bought that record in Criminal Records, and man, I was just blown away. We were in Lane's 2001 Saturn.
SL1.
No AC, and we're just bumping down little 5 points with that. I thought we were so badass. Great sounding record. But so that's coming out tomorrow. But yeah, I can't.
What about the new Drake album?
Oh God,
you loved it.
I love it.
They all heard about that one already.
They've already heard about that one.
No, I know, but.
I remember when it first came out and I showed them these guys and they were just like they get mad at me.
Well, no, I don't get mad.
I didn't get mad. I had already listened to it in my shower. Yeah.
I just don't like the dances that people come up with these songs.
I listen to music like that.
Like that's so annoying.
In the shower.
In the shower. That's when I listen to that. I listen to like whatever the biggest new pop record is, and because it's not rap, by the way. I listen to it in the shower.
I think Colin secretly twerks in the shower. To Drake.
And just so you know, this is real because the other day, my buddy Mike Ford, you guys may know him. He plays guitar. He's fantastic. He was coming over to help me with some yard work and stuff, and he walked up to my bathroom window because he could tell I was taking a shower, and he knocked on it, and I didn't know who it was, but I was really embarrassed because I was sitting there listening to Drake in the shower, and everybody knew.
Yeah. And that Mike Ford is a guy you don't want to know that
I don't want Mike Ford to know that I was listening to Drake in the shower.
he'll call you out on it.
He'll call you out.
He was probably disappointed.
Nah,
as he should be.
He'd be disappointed if it wasn't Black Crowes. I've never seen a man that loves Black Crowes that much, which is a good thing.
I mean, Chris Robin's probably got it beat.
Chris Robinson?
Yeah.
Listening to his own fucking music.
No, I mean I would be stoked in my own band if I was the Black Crowes.
Black Crowes are cool though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up the podcast, guys. We're gonna do a songwriting session after this. Since Colin came down. I just want to repeat: if you do see Gavin, let us know.
The number is down at the bottom.
Number is down at the bottom. What if we just don't post a number?
We just like put
It's
his.
just 111.
It's like we put Gavin's phone number on there.
Yes, that's what we should do. Anyway, once again, we just want to thank you guys so much for supporting us on the Patreon.
Thank
it
y'all so
means
much.
a lot to us. Seriously, it just, we just see all the support and the love from you guys, and just wants to make me, continue to make content and stuff.
Oh,
so, also check out our demo of Black Champagne. Check out Communicate. If you haven't done that already, those are some. And let us know in the comments what you think of the song. Even if it sucks, let us know.
'Cause we need to know.
We do need to know. But yeah, once again, check out the tour dates. Also, we're gonna have hot, sick merch pretty soon. It's gonna be on the website. We got a badass T-shirt that I'm gonna even buy. I'm gonna buy it.
You're gonna buy
I've
it?
never bought my own.
Even though we
merch.
already bought it, you're gonna buy it again.
Well, it's kind of like the company bought it. I didn't.
I'm
buy
just
it.
gonna steal one.
Colin's gonna steal one. I'm gonna support local business, and I'm gonna buy my own
Buy a
shit.
local business.
There's a T-shirt that says cigarettes, white T-shirt, and a sweater. It's a badass
And then
shirt.
we gotta get the low key hat too, and we also are thinking about a new giraffe hat too.
A giraffe hat. Oh, Colin, what were you talking about?
A hat for giraffes?
No.
or
Never mind. Lane was talking about this. I'm
This
sorry.
is a secret.
There's
idea.
this guy that
No,
had.
no, it's secret.
Well, you gotta
I
say
know.
it. now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So anyway, we can tell our Patreon people. So it's like a hat with a patch, and we saw this guy with a sperm whale. It's like a super uber hipster. And it's like, but in this one, it's gonna be like the patch. It was like a sperm whale with like a white patch, but it was within the little square. But we're gonna have a giraffe, and it's gonna be in the patch, but his head's gonna be taller than the patch. So his head's gonna be sticking out.
Sticking out of the box.
It has like no
Like thinking out of the box, dude.
thinking out of the box, dude.
Literally outside the patch.
box. Exactly. So it's probably gonna be really expensive, and we won't be able to afford it.
No, I mean,
But-
we're gonna get Printful to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, guys, that's about it.
We're gonna start another company called Hat Attack.
Hat attack. Hat. That's like
Hat
a broccoli. Dude. Oh my God, it's a hat attack.
It's a Hat Attack.
That's what it should be.
Uh,
Hat attack. By the way, if you want to donate more money, we'll start Hat attack.
if you want to invest in Hat Attack, hit it. I'll put my number at the below. too.
That is a great hat company. Like, we're gonna get off this, and we're not gonna songwrite. We're gonna just talk about how to start this business. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. We're gonna be doing more of these. Sorry that we took so long on the last time. Hopefully, Gavin will join us next time. I think I covered all the bases. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week or weekend, wherever you're at. Until then, this is Lois Key. We're signing out. Hope you guys have a great night or day, wherever you are. Take care, guys.
y'all later.
See you, Patreon. Adios.